Coming up, spooked by tarantulas.
Oh, there's a huge spider on your back.
Plagued by mosquitoes.
Sheesh.
And tested to the very limit.
Absolutely hate it today. I'm dreading tomorrow.
London's Gatwick Airport and the Sirius Amazon team prepare to leave their families for more than 3 weeks. The 8 adventurers have been chosen from a record 29,000 applicants for an extreme expedition.
Love you! Love you!
They're flying 6,000 miles to South America. Their final destination, the huge Amazon rainforest in the north of Peru. They haven't seen expedition leaders Ben and Polly since their auditions a month ago.
Look at you! How you doing? Well, just getting off the plane and you can notice the temperature difference. It's really hot already.
It is mega, mega hot.
The final leg of their marathon journey takes them 100 miles up the mighty Amazon River.
It's so different and strange. Different trees, different plants, different animals. Everything's just completely surreal. It's fantastic. It's lovely, I love it.
Finally, 2 days after leaving Britain, they arrive at their remote base camp in the heart of the rainforest.
OK, follow me to our luxury home.
They'll be here for most of the first week while training.
That is one bed space, all right? You're going to be sleeping on the floor under a mosquito net. So that's one girl here. OK, Kelly, cool. Georgia?
I'm not happy about this floor at all. I don't think it's safe, but we'll see how it goes, I suppose.
I think it's quite nice. It's pretty, and all the scenery is nice, and it's just pretty.
It's also pretty dangerous if they're not extremely careful.
Just to keep you happy, you're sleeping up here, yeah? Yeah. See all these holes here? All spiders. All spiders.
Oh, no.
Okay?
No.
Ants, spiders, like nothing better than to crawl up the stanchions underneath you, come through the gaps in the floorboards and bite you while you sleep it. What likes to live in the thatch, yeah? Snakes, love it. Or it might be tarantula, yeah, because spiders love it as well. I don't want to frighten you, but you just have to have respect for this place.
Suddenly, even unpacking doesn't feel that safe.
Every time I pick something up, I just want to shake it and make sure nothing's in it. It's just quite weird, you know. I'll get used to it eventually.
Absolutely petrified of the tarantulas. I know we've got a mozzie net and I'm probably safe with that, just I'm still absolutely petrified.
Keep everything on, you.
With no running water, they'll be washing in the river, which is full of more deadly creatures, from crocodiles to anacondas.
This is a safe time to be in the water. Obviously, when it gets dark, that's when everything comes out. So we want to be in and out pretty swiftly.
Don't worry.
Get off. Go.
Just a minute ago, all the stuff we've been talking about snakes and spiders and stuff, I felt really, really awful, and I was almost thinking I want to go home, and then after that I feel absolutely brilliant, and I get to do that every night. So I'm feeling really happy now.
Hey.
Each night, the team also get the chance to record a personal video diary, and their first day in the Amazon has made quite an impression.
Wow. I don't know where to start. Today's been absolutely fantastic.
Right now, think about where I am, what I'm doing, and just reflect on everything that's happened to me, and I feel like the luckiest guy in the world right now.
I'm a bit... I think it's apprehensive about the whole jungle thing. There's mosquitoes everywhere, snakes in roofs apparently. I just don't want anything crawling on me tonight.
Unfortunately, Georgia's fears prove well-founded.
We just sat down talking and Georgia spotted the most huge, scary tarantula in the corner that I've seen before.
Leader Polly tries to encourage it to go outside.
Polly, just squash it.
It's on the floor! Get it away! They fully seriously put it outside! Polly, get it away from me! nothing will get me, so I'm just going to stay like this.
The young adventurers are here on 2 challenging environmental missions. First, they'll undertake a marathon canoe journey to help pink river dolphins. They aim to rip out illegal fishing nets which trap the endangered mammals. They'll also be helping rare red wakari monkeys by building a massive breeding enclosure. They'll be living rough in the rainforest throughout, so it's time for some serious survival training. First lesson, checking your wee to see if you've drunk enough.
Why did you do that?
All drinking water is collected from the river and purified with iodine.
Just these are a bit dodgy.
Okay.
So I just say,
I think you're a bit fussy.
I'm not fussy, it's
tastes-
having a distinctive palate.
Next, they'll have to learn to recognise and live alongside the creatures around them.
When he gets aggressive, that goes up.
Right.
And then he starts sort of going right and goes on the rampage, and that's when you know. At the moment, he's not. He's chilled. Everything here has been collected within about 200-300 metre radius of our camp. Okay, now, it's called an aphaninga. If it bites you, it's going to render you feeling pretty sick for about a week. You see his throat swelling up?
Wow.
Okay, he's now getting slightly worked up, all right? He's gone.
It's just flown down into the water and we have to wash in there tonight. It's really big and agitated and it knows what we look like.
Got a better caiman for you.
Oh.
Okay. Right, speckled caiman. Plenty of these in the river, swimming at night time.
But don't squash it, don't squash it.
It's amazing to think that just in a small area you could get so many different insects and bugs and animals. I think it was really, really amazing.
It was alright, I didn't like the snakes or the lizards.
And straight to the campsite.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'd rather we let it go that way than that way. It was very scary.
But when night falls in the Amazon, they're preoccupied with a much smaller pest.
The mozzies are absolutely terrible. They're flying around everywhere.
There's a mosquito in my ear.
I can see about literally, in this space here, about 100 or something.
Oh, I'm getting bitten alive.
I don't know if you can see them or not, but they are all my mozzie bites.
Ouch.
I'm getting bitten now, I'm getting bitten.
That's just on my back. I've got them on my front, on my arms, on my legs, on my knees, on my feet. On my bum. I've got mozzie bites on my bum.
Jeez, stupid little things.
It's the team's first night cooking for themselves.
It actually looks not that bad. It just looks like it needs to be...
After a hot, tiring day, Jamie and Matt clash over how to prepare the meal.
He's poured all the tomato juice, all the pea juice and all the hot dog juice into a big pot. Yeah, Matt, evaporated his water. Stop whinging yourself.
I'm not whinging, she asked me. She asked me a question.
Is that doing the face like Cinder?
Matt and Jamie had a little tiff today, and I'm not, quite positive what that was about. But I'm really quite worried now because I really don't want us going into the jungle as a team and then breaking apart.
It might be me a bit because I'm tired and irritable and like whatever, but it did get on my nerves a little bit.
In the Amazon, everyone gets around by river, and day 3 is devoted to training in dugout canoes, which are not quite as easy to control as they seem.
Callie, slack a bit. We're turning too far to the left.
We've got the back end swinging. Somebody start paddling on the right quickly before you lose the momentum.
Come on, we're turning. We need Callie. Come on. Okay, hold on the right.
I haven't got a clue what that means.
Dugout canoes are just hollowed out tree trunks, making them heavy and hard to manoeuvre.
Paddle hard.
Callie, just keep steering. Don't paddle, just keep steering. On the right, on the right.
Come on, people. Okay, quick. It's turn.
I think we might have to go and help her.
Right, okay.
Shall we?
Yeah.
John, you got
Okay, hard round. Callie, same side as Jamie. Same side
Now
as Jamie.
paddle forward. Both, all paddle forward.
Paddle. Excellent.
I've never rowed before in my life. I haven't got a clue which way is which. That was extremely stressful, and I think I got lots of grey hairs.
Let's try rocking the boat. I'll let you find your own rhythm.
The canoes are much more stable than they first appear, but the team still need to practice what to do if they capsize.
No.
Okay. Sit yourself down.
We're sinking!
Oh, where is it? Oh, there's a huge spider on your back, Georgia.
Georgia, shoot!
Way, we've done it, we didn't mean to.
It's a very humid day, with the temperature well into the 30s, almost 100 Fahrenheit, and the heat is getting to Beth.
I felt really, really dizzy, nearly blacked out, so I had to come in and have a lot to drink. I think I'm just not drinking enough.
But it's another member of the team who's really beginning to worry the leaders.
Matt is a concern at the moment. In a nutshell, he's a fussy eater. He just doesn't like the taste of things like porridge. It might not hit him in the first 24, 36 hours, but certainly 3-4 days in, it takes a cumulative effect. And that is a worry, because you lose an awful lot of weight in this environment, and you need lots of food just to keep your energy levels topped up.
During the main expedition, they'll be camping in the rainforest, so day 4 brings the first major test for the young adventurers.
I'm afraid you've had your luxury time. Now it's time to go out into the jungle.
Is this
We're off.
It's going to push them all to the very limit.
In a way, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm quite worried about it because I'm still getting used to sleeping in here. I would have liked another night at least in this.
It's been really nice and stuff, but getting really deep into the jungle is what I came for. So I'm really excited.
I just would have wished for a few more nights in here. Not looking forward to it. Dreading it.
I've been really amazed by their adaptability, really. But I think the wheels might fall off over the next 24 to 36 hours.
Are you ready to go, guys? You ready to go?
We ready?
Yeah. Okay. Right, let's go.
Enjoy it. Look around.
They've a journey of around an hour to get to their campsite, but one of the teams is having problems.
That's what I said.
I'm just really frustrated because we're not steering anywhere. We're just weaving in and out. We're not going in a straight line at the moment.
The team feel the problem is being caused by Matt failing to pull his weight.
Matt, do you want to actually steer us then if you're, steering?
Matt, can you steer?
Yeah.
Just leave the cream because we're drifting. Quick, Matt. Your arms ain't getting ready.
Matt, just paddle. 1, 2.
Come on, Matt, because I'm doing all the steering here at the moment.
Paddle on
I'll just jump left, you paddle right.
Tell me when
right,
we're
you paddle
turning.
left.
I'm getting a bit confused because they're not telling me which way to
We've
paddle.
told you 3 times.
Eventually, they head off the main river into a much smaller tributary.
Lots of steering down here. It's a bit windier.
And unfortunately, there's trouble ahead. With no rain all week, the river level has fallen by several metres and their route is completely blocked.
We're just going to basically get out of the canoes, and we're going to basically manhandle the canoes over this muddy bank, back in the far side, and then paddle on. Is that cool?
2, 6, heave! Come on. 2, 6, heave!
Sorry.
Each canoe weighs more than half a tonne, and dragging them in the tropical heat takes a massive team effort.
Right, everybody put effort in. Matt, effort, all you've got. Heave! 2, 6, heave! Heave! Well done.
Cool. Fantastic, but 3 more to go.
That was really hard because feet got wedged in the mud.
No.
You couldn't grip onto
No,
anything
leave
to
it on.
pull, so you just sunk under.
Heave! Heave!
Perfect.
Well done, everybody.
Depressingly, just a little further upstream, all their superhuman efforts turn out to have been in vain.
We could get across here. There's another one, and there's another one around the corner. I think it might just be
Right.
quicker just to walk.
We've decided that we'll probably stop here because we can't get the boats any further. It's going to be too much like hard work. But we're not at our campsite yet.
So the weary team have to unload their heavy bags for a hike through the jungle.
Yeah?
Okay.
Grab your bag. Grab your bag. Yeah, it's up.
Just keep momentum.
Exhausted. I'm absolutely shattered. I'm a bit tired and the heat really takes out here. I'm just exhausted.
Not happy because this is really heavy to hurt my back and I can't keep balance.
Okay, stand by.
Yeah, I'm ready. So
Dreading it. Don't want to go on it really.
These lads, forget about your rucksacks now and look at the beautiful scenery.
It's under a mile to the campsite, but their rucksacks weigh around 20 kilos, more than 40 pounds, and Beth is soon in trouble again.
Down. Give her a hand, give her a hand. First things first, let's try and just sit up.
I'm like a bug and I've fallen on my back.
can I
Keep
run?
holding that rucksack, Jane. That's it. Pull that rucksack up. Pull that rucksack up. That's it.
Okay, I'm up. Oh.
As predicted, Matt is rapidly running out of energy.
Tired, so we need a little break. It's really exhausted. Nice to walk, okay? 5 minutes.
Can you not just walk for 5 more minutes?
The adventurers are dropping like flies.
Ow! Sim, get your arm off that branch. It's covered in termites. Sim, try and get away from that tree as quickly as you can.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You got everyone up?
One big push. 3.
Quick, because we're getting infested by ants up at the front here. Big fire ant next through this bit, so just move quickly through here, but just watch your footing.
I know there's dangers, but I just want to get through this at the moment. It's quite annoying because everyone keeps stopping and starting and stopping and starting.
There.
I'm stuck. Will somebody get me?
I don't think I can stick this for 3 weeks. I can barely do it for half an hour. It's just so hard. These bags are so heavy. There's ants everywhere. And there's so many logs to climb over, and I keep falling over, and I just don't feel I'm up to it.
Hold on.
Up ahead, they encounter yet another jungle hazard.
A wasp nest, all right, guys?
Their guide tries to clear the nest, but the wasps start to swarm.
Okay, backtrack. Go down. Back. Well, we hit a wasp nest right in the trail, and Harry, our guide, basically squashed the wasp nest between his palms. Never seen it done before, but that's what he did. Killed all the wasps, but there was another nest and suddenly got swarmed by wasps, but they seem to have dispersed, so we can continue.
And after the most grueling trek of their lives, they finally make it safely to the campsite.
Okay.
Oh, that's heaven. Well done, guys.
Yeah, good effort.
3 more bags.
Well done.
But they can't relax for long. There's a whole camp to set up before nightfall. Ben and Polly demonstrate how they'll be sleeping in a hammock off the ground to avoid deadly creatures. An essential tool will be a dangerous knife called a machete.
Right, it is absolutely vital that you understand how to use one of these safely.
And after special machete training, they work in pairs to clear sites for their hammocks.
Right, wants to go more towards Callie.
But Matt's not getting involved.
Matt,
Yeah.
have you got a sight yet?
No.
So
I
what are
haven't
you
got
doing?
anything yet.
So what are you doing?
I've been getting some blisters at the back of my ankles, so I've just
Sorted those out?
I've been cutting some plasters and putting them on.
At the moment, we've got an hour to go before last light, and there's a bit of faffing, and there's a couple of people that are just not pulling their weight.
Matt's meant to be working with Jamie.
Oh, I've been waiting ages, I've been ready for ages, but Matt's been struggling with something.
You've now only got 35 minutes to get yourself sorted out. And you're not the fastest person in the world, in the nicest way. So have you got your...
I haven't got anything up there, I don't help me.
Right, OK, Matt, do you want to go and give Jamie a hand? Do you want to come and do this?
Antonia, I've got a splinter. What she'll do? Tweezers.
Matt is causing a few problems within the group at the moment. He's relying on everybody else to do everything for him, and that's got to stop.
The only reason you're getting on all right is I'm helping you at the moment. You got a splinter? You're not sloping off. You're helping Jamie. You're set up.
Yeah, I know, it's really starting to sting.
What, your little splinter?
Yeah.
You'll be okay. That's fine, that little thing. What we want to do is we want to get this set up.
It's a bit hard sometimes when he doesn't pull his weight. But apart from that, he's a great boy. But when he doesn't pull his weight, I think it's because he has no energy, because he's not eating.
Look at that.
Coolest caterpillar ever.
I just tied that up and it started calling.
You can almost guarantee anything red, poisonous.
It's cool. It looks like a Chinese dragon.
This is that Mexican wave that's
Is that poisonous, yeah?
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't come down and decide to visit me in the night.
As darkness descends on the rainforest, their urgent priority is to light a fire to make supper.
Sam, might make things a bit easier.
But it's not going well.
Oh, burn, they just go out.
There's no fat logs and Matt wouldn't find any.
Oh, of course he wouldn't find any, even Matt. Anyway, what should I do? It'd be nice to see some other people helping, but what can I do?
Everyone's shattered and tempers are starting to fray.
Who's that?
Jamie, I'm coming to have a go.
Yeah, have a go, Jamie. I mean, you'll be able to do it immediately, won't you?
Oh, stress it.
I know, it's just...
Yeah, don't go at me just because things. Stop stressing on everybody.
Today's been really, really testing, much harder than I thought it'd ever be. I never thought, and this is only the beginning, I never thought it'd actually get this tough.
I think today's just been really hard and really tiring.
The face says it all. Oh.
I haven't had a good day today, really. Absolutely hate it today, and I'm dreading tomorrow.
This really isn't going well for a first night out. You can't get the fire going. Everybody's tried and everybody's failed.
I'm beginning to get a bit worried. I'm not sure if we're actually going to ever get any food.
We have a luxury back.
The luxury back? What do you mean the luxury back?
It's in the nice house.
Nice house.
We
I'll see
are only
what-
staying in this tonight, though.
Yeah, we're only here for tonight. But we're going to be staying in far probably worse places than this over the course of the next 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, but will we ever go back to that place during the time?
Where else can you get anywhere?
For safety, the leaders decide to step in to get the fire lit.
See how easy it is to catch malaria?
I do, but I haven't got a chance.
And at last, supper's on the go. But as they prepare it, Sim sees a snake near her hammock.
That really just scared me a lot because that made everything really real. I mean, we really are in the jungle and we really are living that close to snakes and stuff, literally meters away.
We've got clean medicine that we use to serve.
They're also close to even greater danger.
Wow, deadfall.
Yeah, it's deadfall.
Serious?
Yeah.
A dead tree has fallen nearby. Known as deadfall, it's the #1 killer in the jungle.
Are you starting to think that this maybe wasn't such a good idea?
Down by the girls' loo.
Oh, we saw by the girls' loo, you're joking.
Oh, you know that, yeah.
It's 9 in the evening when they finally get to eat. And while it may not look that appetising, it goes down a treat, even with Matt.
Noodles and yams and go well together. I love it.
I've never actually properly been hungry before, like in need of food, and like worked hard all day or anything like that. It's the first time ever. And just have something in your stomach that is warm. It's just the most amazing feeling.
After supper, they can't wait to leap into bed, but it's not quite that simple.
Oh, feel seasick. I'm gonna fall out of this tonight.
Oh, jeez, now I've got bugs everywhere.
I have my sleeping bag trapped under me, and I can't get that over my mosquito net, and it's really, really uncomfortable.
Night!
And in their struggle to get tucked up, they've forgotten some of the basics.
They've got every right to be, you know, chuffed with themselves, but they leave boots on the floor, they leave all their dry kit on the floor, scorpions, beetles, ants, snakes, straight into it.
It's just got comfortable.
Well, you know, I know, I'm sorry, but I really would suggest that literally 2 minutes, just stuff all of this stuff. Yeah?
Just making sure that I don't put my foot inside something tomorrow and get stung.
Oh, it's just lovely to lie down and rock. It's great. I love hammock.
But just as Jamie falls asleep, he has a rude awakening.
I think you just rolled out your hammock.
Yeah.
Most have a much better night than they feared.
It was great, actually. I really enjoyed it. It's all cosy and nice in here.
It was lovely. I think I just slept like a stone.
Good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Energy recharged, ready to go.
No, definitely not.
The night's sleep has really lifted the mood in camp.
That is a lovely fire.
It is.
Look at my lovely fire. Breakfast done.
With the exception of Matt, whose spirits are at an all-time low.
That'll do, Jamie. I won't need more than that.
The thought of the long trek back to base camp is playing on his mind.
I don't know whether it's just me, but I was exhausted yesterday. And it really... I was absolutely shattered by the time it came to it. I'm just dreading any big walks with the rucksack because I can't stand the rucksack.
He's at breaking point and he pours out his heart to the leaders.
I knew I could go straight home. Never go straight home now.
In just a few days, the team will need to be ready to live permanently out in the wild. For Matt, it's a daunting prospect.
Starting to think what it'd be like if I was with my family, but I'm thinking if I can grit my teeth and get through the worst of what's coming up, I'll really enjoy the monkey enclosure and the dolphins, and that's all that's keeping me going, really.
Next time on Serious Amazon, lunch jungle style.
It was crunchy.
A major row splits the group.
Sam was enjoying it, Sam's evil.
And emotions run high.
It is hard being all the way out here.